right, Jason from Friends of Comic Con here. Could you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Victor Manso, and I play, first started as Lieutenant Borges, now Captain Borges on Space Command.
Oh, nice. And how did you come about this role?
Wow. Funny enough, that was many years ago. I remember stumbling upon one of the Kickstarters of the project, and I remember that they were having some auditions and sort of forgot about it. And one day I remember recognizing Mark, the director, writer, on the movie theater where I used to work. And I just remember thinking, I think I know that guy. I think that guy is the guy doing the space thing. And at one point, he actually came to the restaurant in the theater where I was working, and I just sort of asked him, like, hey, how's the project coming along? And he got really excited that I asked, and we started talking, and he said, oh, we might have some space for some auditions soon. So I said, absolutely, I'm interested. And I went, I auditioned. They told me they were going to give me just an extra for one scene in the beginning of the first movie, no lines or anything. I did it. They said, we really liked what you did with your face, I guess. And and so we would like to bring you for a full character for the second, the second section or the second storyline. And after that, that's where I've been, enjoying the adventure.
Oh, that's awesome. What previous acting experience do you have?
I started acting when I was about 14 years old in Venezuela, Caracas, where I'm from. And I started in the National Youth Theater Company in Venezuela. I was in the company for 5 years. After that, I applied to go to film school in Spain, where I studied filmmaking. I focused on filmmaking, cinematography, directing, writing. I really enjoyed it, and during that time I also got to direct a small group of young actors and aspiring actors. And then after that I auditioned for the Conservatory of the Stella Adler Studio in New York, got accepted and graduated there, and after that I came to LA. So I've been on it, on the acting journey for over 22 years, something like that.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about your role in Space Command?
So Borges, he starts as one of the, small officers on the first movie that happens to be there when Captain Kemmer has yet to become a captain, and he gets to witness firsthand his courage and his resolve to go against the rules for the sake of doing the right thing. And the story of it is, after that, the inspiration for him to become a better officer and to get to work with Kemmer is what leads him to really push himself and eventually become the weapons and navigations officer for Kemmer in the second storyline and the second journey. And that's sort of his journey is all about, at least for me internally, I think, is getting to have seen someone who did what he wishes he would have done, and deciding I want to emulate that. I want to be able to become one of those people. So I think he attempts to do that all the time. He just happens to have perhaps a little more humor sometimes than Kemmer, which is part of his personality and a little bit of mine as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you done any stunts yet
for this? Yeah, I actually have. I do enjoy doing a lot of movement, in fact, choreography and things like that. And when we were at one point, we got to work with John Hannigan, and we were fighting him. He's like a cyborg, humanoid, and so we had to build a bit of a choreo with that, and getting punched in the face and thrown and kicked and all of that. So it's always a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that we'll have some more of that in this new chapter.
Nice. Have you been to Comic-Con yet?
I have. I think the couple of times that I have gotten to do Comic-Con experiences has been because of Space Command. Maybe there's a panel or something, I have the opportunity to participate. I would love to go more. I also love doing cosplays, and I'm a nerd, Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff. That's part of my joy. So places like Comic-Con and all these conventions are a happy place to me. So hopefully I get to do more of them.
Yeah. What do you cosplay as?
Original characters, which is the ultimate level of madness when it comes to being a nerd in the fantasy realms. But I have a bard pirate called Cuerdo, which you may find him on TikTok if you look close enough. And he is just a very aloof, very goofy, very supportive, and loves to throw bardic inspiration at people, but at the same time he loves to get himself in trouble. And so I do him. I have a vampire character inspired by Vampire the Masquerade that I love to play. Aventru is very regal, so I enjoy playing that kind of energy. And I have other characters as well that I have sort of tested throughout time with the little tools that I have, and just every time working, getting new things and trying to enhance the characters and the stories to tell. I love to tell stories. That's my thing.
Nice. So what's next for you?
Currently, actually, as we speak, I am rehearsing for doing Julius Caesar's, Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, playing Brutus in the it's a festival called Shakespeare in the Vines, which happens in Temecula. A good friend of mine, Kyla Druckmann, is directing the play, and I first came in as coordinator for the fight choreography and the movement of the piece, and now I'm stepping in to play Brutus, and it opens in just I think like 8 days or something like that. So a lot of work to be done for working the lines and getting everything ready. So that's the next thing that I have on the docket, and I'm very excited about it too.
Nice. So where can people find you?
You can find me, if you want to see some of my shenanigans with characters and everything, you can find me on TikTok as Victor_the Story Weaver. For any other locations, you can find me if you look for Victor Manso, Manso, or even if you look for Victor Story Weaver, you probably will find me on Instagram. Usually Instagram and TikTok are like the most predominant locations where you can find me.
All right. Thank you very much. Victor.
Thank you.